what does the Bible really say about building wealth and creating wealth? Well, I'm here to end the debate because I'm going to show you exactly how the Bible teaches us that wealth creation is for our gain. And I'm going to give you the blueprint on how to do it God's way. Stay locked in. So, when it comes to creating wealth from the Bible, oftentimes people go to the scriptures of Proverbs and Psalms, or they talk about the parables of Jesus Christ. But I'm going to show you exactly from the beginning in Genesis what we should do in order to create wealth. Let's go with day one, right? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. He said, He shined light into darkness. He said, let there be light. So, in the beginning, there was foundation. And I'm going to go over as I articulate these points here. I'm going to give you the 7 streams of income that a lot of people teach about today. And I'm going to show you where they're resembled and articulated in Genesis. So, back to the point at hand. Number one, we have the foundation. This is going to be your earned income. So in the beginning, he established a foundation by speaking light into the darkness. So the correlation I see there is that if your bank account is in darkness, you have to start with your foundation. What is the simplest way that you can have income coming in residually? In order for you to see what it is that you're building, you have to have that foundation. In order for God to create in the space, he first said, let there be light. And there was light in day one. And he said it was good. And one thing I want you to know is that as we move on from day to day in the story of creation, God said it was good. And then he went on to the next day. And so as I'm breaking these principles down to you, understand that you want to get a firm foundation in each phase before you move on to the next one. There's one thing I'm applying currently in my life as I'm making an effort to build wealth and create and provide for the generations of the generations. Just a caveat, the Bible teaches us to leave an inheritance for your generations. And some of us don't even have an inheritance for ourselves. We don't have enough money to make it the next week. And the Bible teaches us to leave something for the generation after the generation. This can be a good plan for you to take note in order for you to change your financial situation to impact the world and to impact your future generations. So, earned income, establishing a firm foundation, finding a job where you know there's going to be consistent pay in order for you to build wealth. Even if your aspirations, we're going to get into it, but even if your aspirations are business income, which is my next point, business income is unlimited. Where you have a steady income from working for somebody else, that's the foundation for you just to start getting money. But day two, God created the heavens and the earth, the skies and the water. And if you know, the water is forever ending. The stars in the sky are forever ending. The space, it is never ending. So your potential and your business ownership is limitless. You can make as much as you want in your own business. But that foundation first is how you get the funding to start that business. So you might want to start with something that's consistent so you can save up and earn and prepare yourself to build your business. So make sure you have money coming in instead of struggling to build something. Unless you got it like that, unless you come from inheritance, this might not be for you. But if you're trying to start a business where there's limitless earned income for you, then you might want to start with bringing some kind of income in first, just so you can get to where you need to be to launch out fully into your business. And so that leads us to day three. So we got earned income, which is working for somebody else, steady income that's coming in, and then the business income, which is the same thing, money that's coming in, but it's at your potential. The limitlessness is at your potential. Day three, God made the land. He made the vegetation. He made all the thing that was going to produce something out of the creation, right? And so that's interest income, right? So when you plant a seed, the vegetation, seeds that are planted, and you put more into it and more comes out of it. You plant a seed, you put that seed in the ground, it's going to grow into something else. And then when that grows, you can take those harvest it, plant more seeds, more vegetation is growing. That is like interest. As you earn interest, we talk about stocks, you talk about investments. Now you're putting money to make money work for you. Because when you put money back into your investments, that is going to produce more wealth, more income for you. So find something that you could plant that seed of wealth in where your money can start making money for you. So that's the correlation that God teaches us with the vegetation, right? And so then on top of interest earning, day four, he made the sun, the moon, the stars. Those are things that are set in the stars are set in the sky. The sun is set. It's going to rise every day. It's going to set every day. The moon is not going anywhere. It is set there. And that on top of interest can fluctuate, but when you invest in certain interests that have dividends, and this is the point I'm getting to, dividends stocks, dividends are what's always going to be there. These companies that are out there, you're investing in interest and you're planting their seeds and they're growing, but when they have dividends, those dividends are always going to, whether it's quarterly, whether it's annually, whether it's monthly, those dividends are going to consistently show up on time, consistently, and you don't got to do nothing to it. You don't make the sun come up. The sun rises on its own, right? You don't do nothing for the moon. The moon does it on its own. So when that those dividends are established, like you plant the seed in the vegetation, but those dividends are established, so that money is coming in consistently for you. And then day five, you have the sea creatures and the birds that just run on their own. Birds fly. We have dominion over the air and the water, but those are the standard things. Like the sea the sea is endless, the sky is endless, and those are the things that take habitation in those areas. And that's where you have like rental income, right? Because real estate is one of the most lucrative industries to this day, right? Most lucrative industries until this day. So that rental property is something that is just out there. You established it, and it's always going to produce for you. You put it in its place, and it's just building and doing its thing on its own. Once you set it there, like once God sets, the birds are just flying and minding their own business. The sea critters, they're swimming through the ocean, but they're just doing their own thing. That rental income, you get the house, you set it up, that rental income is coming to you. And then you can expand it because owning property is limitless. You can own as much property as you want, have as many rental properties as you want, and that money is going to steadily come in. And then day six, this is where he created the animals that nurture the land and humans to maintain the land. So day six, he created what was needed to maintain everything else, the dominion over everything. And so once all those things were in place, which I see that as like CPAs, accountants, people that are running your finances, establishing the beings that are in place to manage your finances, to manage your income, to help you allocate your funds the way that they need to go, also known or capital gains as it were, right? Creating a culture of successful investing where you're receiving counseling, you're receiving instruction on how to move your money because now you should be at a place where you're making enough money. If you get to the point where you have enough savings, you're investing, your businesses have an income, and by this time, you might not even need that earned income, that foundation, because that foundation already fueled you to these other areas, and now you're at a place of maintenance, and that's what's crucially important. And then we get to day seven, and if you made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because this one is going to be the one thing that is going to be the biggest thing out of all of them. He rested on the seventh day. And what is resting? We must is when everything that he put in order is moving on its own. Now God is no longer creating; He's resting. But everything He's created is now on autopilot. So if you have your business, you can get people to book calls for you, to run your business, to sell for you. You got your investments making money on its own. The rental properties making money on its own. You got accountants, CPAs, whatever they are, managing your money for you. So now you're resting, and you have money coming in. That is what we call passive income. When you have money coming in, when you don't have to do nothing for it. Passive income, royalties, licensed income, these established sources of income that are just flowing to you without you doing anything. And that is your day seven. That is where you ideally want to get to. If you get to a place where you have your money working for you, where you don't have to do anything to earn that money, it just does it for you, you are in a place of abundance, of established wealth, of financial peace. And me personally, that's where I'm on track to. and studying the Bible and God's financial principles is helping me get there. So you guys are on this journey with me, y'all. I'm getting to that place where we have that abundance, where we can do what we want, when we want, serve God how we want, bless our families, leave enough inheritance for our generations, because that is the end goal. Now, are you in a place where you can leave an inheritance for your family? If you are, comment below. I have my inheritance. Comment below. There is an inheritance, actually. Comment below. There is an inheritance for my generations. And be honest, like me right now, I have enough for, inheritance for my generation, right? But the goal, ideally, according to the word of God, is to have your generation after generation. So, like my grandkids and their grandkids, I'm not there yet, y'all. I'm being honest. I'm being transparent, but that's the goal. That's where we want to get to. We want to leave an inheritance for our generations. So if you're on this journey with me, go ahead and hit that like button. Drop a comment below. Let me know if you want more content like this where you can learn exactly what the Bible teaches about building wealth for our families. God bless you guys. Catch you next time.